Bonjour YouTube.
Believes we should either burn him or make him Bishop of Kingsbridge.
I have already taken matters into my own hands.
Ils en veulent à Philippe.
My men arrested him while Kingsbridge was left unguarded.
While his friends took Earl's Castle.
Yes.
Ah mais il va se
At
faire
least in
déposséder.
his death, William Hamley was of use to you.
Ah putain, je les avais oubliés. Je les avais oubliés ces deux-là. Chapitre 20. Il reste 2 chapitres. Final. Ben non, il y a marqué 21 chapitres. Comment ça, procès?
Look at all these people. It seems like they're enjoying themselves.
They never change. You drooling dogs should be ashamed.
Shut up, you old hag.
Ah oui, d'accord.
I'm not feeling well.
Comment ça, maman?
I'll take care of you. You two go ahead. Hurry up.
Is your mother ill?
It's not that. This is where they hanged my father.
Ah oui. Ah oui, c'est vrai. Ah, Ah, vous parlez de Frostpunk, pardon.
The trial begins. The judges. Brother of Stephen, King of the English. The Right Reverend Bishop Henry of Winchester. Her Highness, the Countess Lady Aliena
Ah
of
bah ouais,
Shire.
innocente, c'est bon.
Presiding over the trial. The Right Reverend Bishop of Shiring and Kingsbridge.
Il s'est pas barré, lui.
By God.
Le serviteur dégueulasse, il s'est pas barré.
Please,
Please stand up. Vas-y, fais un petit rap, Eminem.
the church is not without fault.
Sans deck.
We have gathered here today before the eyes of God to accuse one of our own.
Toi.
He wrote in his book that the church and the papacy are not necessary as intercessors between God and man. That God is in man. That all men are equal. And that each sinner is as close to our Lord as the Pope.
Il manque une traduction. Écoutez de l'anglais. En gros, il a dit vite fait que Dieu est dans chaque homme et que les péchés, je sais plus quoi. En gros, croyez plus en l'homme, on ferait bien mieux de croire en l'homme, il fait ce qu'il peut, il forge des liens, il fait ce qu'il peut. Divine excuse en somme.
You stand accused of heresy. Philip of Gwynedd, how do you plead?
Non mais de quoi il est accusé?
Answer.
Mais non mais...
I am not guilty.
Guilty. Non mais de quoi vous l'accusez?
Your teachings speak another language.
Ah d'accord, c'est vous êtes accusé d'hérésie. Oh c'est bon, chef.
It may come as a surprise to you, but we had hoped to make you Bishop of Kingsbridge. Why has it come to this, Philip?
In part, I am to blame. I supported Philip in his early years. I demand that Philip be removed from his position of prior immediately.
Bon bah ouais, si tu veux.
And that he remain in captivity until such time that Shiring and all of England have healed from the poisonous.
Ouais, bon, à vie quoi, prison à vie quoi.
No!
What? Yes.
Douter des... Oui. Attaquer, on va le... Vas-y, tue-le, t'es plus un mort prêt.
You are accusing Philip because he has defied you.
I made him prior, and grateful he was not.
Ah, d'accord. C'est en gros, je t'ai mis là où t'es, suce-moi les boules. C'est de la politique, quoi. C'est la politique française.
I intend to prove that Philip's decisions have been more than misguided in the past. Call in Remigius.
Oh non, mais non, oh non, pas Remigius.
Father Remigius.
Oh non, mais non, mais Rémi... Oh, mais non, mais non, mais lui, mais non.
My bishop.
Tell the court, Remigius, what you have told me.
Oh là là, non mais
For many
lui...
years, I served as sub-prior of Kingsbridge. First for Prior James, then for the accused. What was your first impression of him?
Au bûcher
I was
hérétique.
offended by his bluntness and accusations during the chapter discussions. What else?
Prior Philip did not hesitate to give refuge to the people fleeing Earl's Castle.
Ouais, ça, on me concerne mal.
King died.
Is that not a good deed? A true Christian act?
You do not know him as well as you think you do, Lady Aliena. Today, that will change.
The future master builder of our cathedral and his woman were among those taking refuge. They were living in sin. They were unmarried and fornicating.
Ah oui,
Philip
alors ça...
allowed them to stay.
Why would he do that?
I do
Oh,
not
mais
know, my bishop.
laissez-les baiser.
Maybe because he himself was involved in similar affairs. We will see.
Then, on the day of our first fleece fair, we were attacked.
I heard. It was terrible.
Quoi?
I tried to soothe the woman's pain by reading the scripture to her. The builder's woman I have spoken of tried to put a spell on her with poisonous herbs.
And Philip intervened.
Quoi?
Yes. He pushed me aside and gave the woman poison.
Mais non, mais c'était des herbes médicinales. Oh, médicinales, pardon. Oh non, mais
It
Rémilius.
is worse than I thought.
It was no poison.
And then there was the day the Virgin Mary's statue arrived in Kingsbridge. I did not believe it was a miracle.
Super, bravo. Bravo Rémilius. Vas-y, vas-y, continue. Vas-y, balance ta sauce.
Clearly it is a miracle. I hear of many who were healed in Kingsbridge.
Amen. God bless America. Ah non, c'est
Well,
pas
I
ça.
soon realized it was a true miracle, but Philip did not.
Bien
It
sûr,
was
je l'ai.
only after the money people donated at the Virgin's shrine. That is why I left.
Oh là là. Oh putain. Mais qui putain. On dirait, on dirait un parodie, un procès à la française quoi. On a le droit de faire venir des contre-accusés, des...
Yes. Philip has fathered a child.
Avec Martha?
A son.
Non.
And he raised him in the priory.
He is guilty.
Jonathan of Kingsbridge stepped forward.
Ok. Il croit que, d'accord. Il croit que Jonathan est son gamin. D'accord. Bravo. Bravo le veau.
This is preposterous.
Is it?
Bah, avec qui il l'aurait
Is
eu?
this true? Are you Philip's son? Answer the question, Jonathan of Kingsbridge.
Ouais, bah oui. Ah, mais j'ai peur que ça soit mal interprété.
Philip has always been like a father to me. But he is not my father.
Ah.
How do you know that?
Regardez la gueule. Ah non, c'est vrai qu'ils connaissent pas la...
And how do you know he spoke the truth?
Speak.
Ah, Philippe ne ment jamais. Ouais.
Of course he could be my father. But he's not. He told me that I was found in the woods.
Ce qui est vrai.
In the woods. Is this true, Philip? Or are you lying?
Non, non, ça c'est vrai. 100% vrai.
Well, you told the story so many times.
Ah non, non, son...
My brother found him.
Your brother.
Ah oui, alors super. Ah, j'aurais pas
Had
dû
he
parler
not
du
been
frangin.
working for Earl
Oh là
Robert
là.
of Gloucester? You have not seen him in a long time now.
Oui,
have
non,
you?
mais c'est vous qui l'avez enfermé ou j'en
Let
sais
us
que je...
Ask your brother if your stories are true.
Oh non, quoi? Il est en vie? Ah bah c'est au moins une bonne nouvelle. Par contre, s'il vous plaît, faites que il souffre pas du syndrome de Stockholm. S'il vous plaît. Oh la vache. Je vous rappelle que ça doit faire peut-être 5-10 ans qu'ils se sont pas vus. Hein.
What happened to you?
This is not your fault. He does this to hurt you.
My God.
Francis of Gwynedd.
C'est son vrai frère. Hein. C'est pas que des frères moine. C'est son vrai frère. 15 ans. Putain, 15 ans.
He was arrested for conspiring against his own master, Earl Robert.
Remove the prisoner.
Au moins il est en vie. Peut-être plus pour très longtemps, mais il est en vie. Voyons le bon côté des choses. Et alors si j'avais...
told me himself, and I told Earl Robert. For God and the Church cannot take sides in these conflicts. Only one brother has been tried so far, but both of them conspired against Earl Robert. And his ally, Earl Bartholomew, your father, Lady Aliena.
Non mais elle le savait déjà du coup.
Philip took in all those refugees years ago because he was to blame for their fate.
Ça c'est vrai techniquement.
As he was for yours when you lost your father and your earldom. That, Lady Aliena, is the man you are trying to protect. Well.
Non mais non. Alors oui, mais
He is a troubled man. We've all had to make hard decisions that seemed right at the
voilà.
time.
Par contre, alors faut quand même.
They were terrible mistakes.
Trop peu de temps pour ça. Vous imaginez pas ce qu'elle doit pardonner. C'est incroyable.
Now I forgive him.
À cause de Père Philippe, son père est mort. Elle a perdu son comté. Elle a travaillé plus d'une quinzaine d'années pour essayer de rétablir la légitimité de son frère sur le comté.
A man who can shed light on who Jonathan's father really is.
And who is that?
Bah Tom.
My husband.
Ah quoi? Mais non, mais Tom Buller.
Step forward. What is your name?
Jack Jackson.
He is the master builder of Kingsbridge.
Oh, attendez. On va dire Jack Jackson. Non mais du courage, tu vas le...
You
Hein?
know well why it would be hard for me to face you. They call me Jack after my father. My name is Jack Jackson.
Yes, we have met before.
Ah oui. Vous avez tué mon papa.
You allegedly saw Jonathan as a child in the woods.
Bah,
12. But I know what I saw. Philip told the truth.
You were a child. And what were you doing there, in the woods?
I was living in the forest with my mother.
They were outlaws.
Oui. Et on est devenu l'un des meilleurs bâtisseurs de l'Angleterre. Alors va bien te faire
witness we've seen today, and his statement was quite damning to Philip. The distant memories of an outlawed child cannot convince me otherwise. He fathered a child.
Let him go! He would never do that.
Ah, le peuple est avec nous. Ça c'est beau.
Lady Aliena is right. We do not know enough to judge him as harshly as you proposed, Bishop Waleran.
You are right, Bishop Henry. As I
Alors, on peut
said,
venir les contre-témoins
it is not
en
up
plus.
to us to judge this man. Philip of Gwynedd has pleaded innocent, but how
Non mais
innocent
est-ce que
is
lui,
he?
on peut l'accuser lui aussi? Parce que je rappelle que c'est quand même une belle
We
raclure de
ask
bidet.
God for his judgment. As Bishop of Kingsbridge and Shiring, I demand an ordeal by fire.
Ça existe ça?
This is madness.
Philip of Gwynedd will be tried and judged at the stake. If he is innocent, God will save him from the flames. If
Nice.
he is not,
On peut faire ça avec tous les politiciens actuels.
And sinner God has declared him to be.
No!
Ah. Coucou Hélène. Oh, elle a pas l'air bien par contre.
Waileran, by God! Not this time.
It's her.
I saw the child and Francis. I was there. Philip is not the child's father. He is a fool, but he is a good man.
Then who is the father?
It is me.
Regardez la tête de Jonathan. Quoi? Ah, c'est pour ça que je te ressemble depuis que je suis petit. Ah, d'accord.
This woman is a witch and an outlaw, living in sin with a thief. He was hanged in Shiring 30 years ago.
30 ans, la vache.
He was not a thief. He was a good man. You've murdered him, Waileran, by God.
What is this nonsense?
He was a thief. He stole a golden chalice and melted it down and sold it.
Eh mais non, on a retrouvé le calice.
The chalice of the Eucharist.
On a retrouvé le calice
He
à la place
stole
du
it from
calice.
the Cathedral of Kingsbridge.
Sacrilege.
Yes, Prior James of Kingsbridge caught him red-handed.
Mais non, vous étiez 3 à remonter ça. Ah bah oui. Et ça c'est quoi? C'est acheté sur le bon coin peut-être?
Is that the chalice? You said it was melted down and sold.
Fall not for their lies.
Ah,
That could be any
alors ça
chalice.
commence à sentir
This does
le...
not prove
Hein?
a thing.
Where did you find this chalice?
In a
Dans la-
secret chamber.
Dans la
We
chambre du
believe
plaisir
Prior
du père
did
James.
it,
Prior
because he
James.
felt guilty for falsely accusing Jack's father.
What proof do you have?
He told me. The night the cathedral burned down, I was there, I saw him.
Prior James died weeks before that.
No, he did not.
Bishop Henry, he speaks the truth.
Ah, Rémilius qui s'est barré. Je crois qu'il a senti la merde.
I will give you
Ah oui.
until sunset
Oh,
to produce
ça-
a witness
ça
who
pue la
can
merde,
prove
ouais.
your accusations against Bishop Waileran. Not just this chalice. If you fail to do this, I will make sure you are tried for defamation. Philip of Gwynedd, you will stay under arrest. The trial recommences at sunset.
Ah, on a la nuit pour réunir des preuves. Oh putain.
We need a witness.
What are you doing there?
I've seen you draw up plans for a cathedral. Maybe we can do something similar to find our witness.
Hein?
Let's see. Your father.
He looks just like you.
My grandmother said he did.
And Bishop Waileran. What are the connections? Maybe, by exploring them, we can find a witness.
Good idea.
Mais pourquoi on demande pas à Hélène?
Jack's father. If he was still with us, he could be our witness.
Ah bah oui, non mais...
Maybe he still can.
Hein? Quoi?
Bishop Waileran is at the center of all this.
Mother says Waileran was behind my father's death.
And she said he wasn't alone. There were 3 men responsible for
Mais
your
posez la
father's death.
question directement à Hélène.
Bishop Waileran, Percy Hamley,
Le frère de
back
Racteur de
then he was
Bidet
the
William.
sheriff of Shiring, and Prior James of Kingsbridge.
If they were all there, then they were all witnesses.
And
Sauf que
only
Prior
Waileran's
James-
still alive.
Ah ouais.
Hardly a coincidence. Why would these three men work together to falsely accuse your father?
Parce qu'il était à bord du bateau de merde. Avec le calice. Voilà.
No one survived that night. No one lived to tell the story.
Yes. He was the sole survivor.
And then they killed him. But why?
Pour pas laisser de preuves. Facile.
And what about the ship? William Hamley's father.
So, what about Prior James and Wayleran?
Wayleran was not yet bishop when the hanging took place. He was archdeacon. Philip told me.
But James still had to do what Wayleran told him to?
I think that's very likely.
Ok, donc il y avait une relation.
What about Prior James?
James was the prior of Kingsbridge.
Ouais.
That's where they say your father stole the chalice, melted it and sold it.
But we know that's not true.
As we found it, Philip recognized the chalice.
But Bishop Henry wants a witness. The chalice isn't enough.
But it's an important lead for us.
My father wanted to go to England. He was the only one who made it when the White Ship sank.
Ok.
I think we're getting closer.
James claimed that your father had stolen the chalice and sold it. But instead, James himself hid it in Kingsbridge, in the crypt.
We found his scourge in a bed down there.
That secret chamber is important.
Philip said that Prior James was an honest man. So perhaps Wayleran forced him to falsely accuse your father.
Perhaps.
Maybe.
That might explain why James was guilt-ridden. The monks still tell the stories about how James thought the devil was after him. Why would Wayleran, Percy, and James be concerned about the White Ship?
The son and heir of King Henry was on board. So were other possible heirs and other members of the royal household. I heard that Stephen was supposed to be on the ship as well, but became ill. He was the only male heir. The only threats were the king's daughter Maud and her half-brother Earl Robert, and they've been at war ever since.
And your father, Earl Bartholomew. He was a threat. He tried to stop Stephen and paid for that with his life.
Oui, mais on n'a toujours pas de témoin avec ça.
My father saw something on the White Ship. Proof that Stephen was involved.
What about the king?
If the White Ship is involved, then it's likely that Wayleran was told by King Stephen to murder your father.
But he was not king back then. Why would Wayleran listen to him?
He was promised to become bishop.
Of course.
Remember, Bishop Henry is Stephen's brother, and back then he was already one of the most influential clerics in all of England.
But if Bishop Henry is in on all this, what chance do we have to turn this trial around?
It is a public trial. All we want is for Philip to go free. We find a witness to expose Wayleran.
Oui, mais comment?
Henry would have to play along to appear innocent.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
It's our best shot.
Non mais on a toujours pas de témoin là.
We're close.
Everyone thought Prior James was dead, that he broke into the ice. And now we know he was hidden away.
Why did his monks believe he was dead?
Sub-Prior Remigius told everyone he had found James' rosary by the river. So everyone thought the body had been washed away. They buried an empty casket.
But how is Remigius involved?
Philip told me that Remigius was there when Waylaran made Philip prior. Waylaran and Remigius knew each other.
That explains why Waylaran later made Remigius prior of Shiring.
And Remigius recognized my mother when we arrived in Kingsbridge. He must have been there at the time my
Putain, c'est
father was
Remilius
arrested.
qui va être le...
I think Remigius knows all about this.
Is it possible that Waylaran told Remigius to make Prior James disappear when James began to talk about what they'd done?
When James started talking to the devil.
But for some reason, Remigius hid him away. But Waylaran never knew. Yes, that explains why he really didn't believe you. When you said you had seen James in the fire.
Where James died after all. And Remigius thought no one knew.
We have to find Remigius. He's our witness.
Facile.
Let's hurry. It's getting dark already. The trial will continue soon.
On l'a bien vu en plus se barrer. Hein.
You shouldn't walk around Shiring like that.
He's right.
I'll go look for him.
All right.
On va jouer Jonathan.
Take care of yourself.
C'est pas vrai.
And Jonathan.
Yes?
We will talk later about what was said today. About Tom.
All right.
Putain, Jonathan, il prend ça
Remigius.
avec une zénitude de
Now,
ouf.
where are you?
Oh non, mais c'est... Où est donc passé Mirza? Ta 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 ta. Je le cherche partout. Où est donc passé Remilius? Il va me rendre
No one may
fou.
approach the pyre.
Why not?
Bishop Henry's orders.
All right. Brothers,
What is it?
have you seen the Prior of Shiring, Remigius?
We have not. And now step back, brother. We must be done by nightfall.
Oh, il est à la taverne, bien sûr. Il est en train de se bourrer la gueule. Oh putain, la queue.
I don't see anyone here.
Oh la vache. Il y a du monde. Il y a foule. Plus vite. Plus vite.
Do you want to go in, Father?
No, not yet. Thank you.
Are you not with Prior Philip?
Yes, I am.
I pray they'll set him free.
Ah oui, d'accord,
He's a
tout le
good
monde
man.
est là pour le procès. D'accord.
heretic!
You're fools! Look at yourselves! Who are you to judge a man who has never hurt anyone?
Forgive them, Father.
We don't judge him, but God will!
Ah bah c'est tout de suite, il y a une... Oh, mais cours.
Remigius?
Philippe,
I don't think
je sais où
he's
tu te
here.
caches.
Wait, was that him?
Ah non, 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 vous,
I
non,
think
non,
I
non.
saw him.
Oh là là, non, vous le tuez pas là, hein. Ni moi non plus d'ailleurs. Hein. Et qu'est-ce qu'il fout avec le serviteur de ces dames? Et c'est qui ces gens? L'homme et l'enfant?
Have you seen a priest walk through here? Father Remigius?
No, sorry, I haven't.
All right.
Mais,
Hey,
Alfred? C'est son frère?
Yes?
you're Jonathan, right?
Yes, I am. And who are you?
Never mind, but there's something you should know. Tom Builder. He left you behind because your mother died. He had no way to feed you. He thought he had no other choice.
How do you know all this?
Parce que je suis
He went looking
ton
for you an
frère.
hour later, but you were gone. And when he finally found you in Kingsbridge, he was there for you ever since. But he thought he'd lost the right to be your father.
Just who are you?
Just remember what I said. I pray they won't burn Philip. He's a good man.
Par contre, c'est qui le petit gamin?
Daddy?
Yes. Let's go home.
Avec qui? Dis donc, petit cachotier. Avec qui, Alfred? Avec qui?
Hello? The door's open. Is anyone there?
Vous croyez que quelqu'un a déjà répondu? Ouais, ouais. Quoi?
Our bishop is very
Oh mais Timothy, il s'est fait pousser des couilles.
pleased.
No! What are you doing?
I'm doing what is asked of me.
On emmène les deux au procès, tu verras. Ça va être rigolo.
Stop it!
Ah, j'ai réussi. Du premier coup.
Stay away. This does not concern you.
C'est la première fois que ce prêtre aura une érection. Laissez-le. Une asphyxie auto-érotique. Il nous fait une David Carradine. Tapez sur Google, hein. David Carradine, vous comprendrez. Oh, c'est ballot ça, Madame Chambier. Alors par contre là, Rémigius, hein, comme vous voulez, je peux vous assurer qu'il va se mettre à table.
I will tell you. I will tell everyone.
Ouais.
Do you have a witness?
Father Remigius, prior of Shiring.
Where is Timothy?
What they told you is true.
Ah, vas-y, balance la vérité, pour une fois.
Jacques Cherbourg dead. He ordered our prior James to frame him. And so he did.
This is a lie.
Ouais, tout le monde sauf toi, bien sûr.
James
Logique.
lost his mind because of what he did for you. He was about to tell everyone the truth. And then you ordered me to kill him.
Nonsense.
Ce que tu as fait.
Speak.
Enfin, ce que tu croyais avoir fait.
I hit him, but he died in the fire. Jack saw him. It was him. I found the bones after the fire, and I buried them.
Oh, il lui a donné une petite sépulture.
Henry. You really should.
Why would I?
You should stop this for your own sake. You knew about all this.
Why would I care if that jongleur lived or died?
Your brother cared. The jongleur survived the sinking of the White Ship.
Ah bah tiens, d'un coup t'es au courant de toute l'affaire.
He saw how your brother's men killed the king's family so that he could take the throne.
This is preposterous.
Bishop Henry and King Stephen ordered us to kill the man.
Ah bah d'un coup t'avoues. Je rappelle que c'est un procès public.
You want the truth? That's the truth. Right there.
It is not. Waileran is a liar.
Oh putain. Ça servait à ça de la faire survivre.
I have waited long enough for this day. It is time I raise my voice.
Ouais, calme pas avant, s'il te plaît. Nous fais pas le coup de... Elle a...
She spoke the truth. 3 men were responsible for the death of the jongleur. James, the prior of Kingsbridge. The sheriff, my husband, Percy Hamley. But it was Waileran who was behind it.
Oh, le puppet master.
Only Waileran.
No!
He had heard rumors about the White Ship, about our king. He had hoped to win the king's favor.
Mais il a réussi.
Hanging an innocent man.
But it was not just me. They all knew.
Ah bon?
Take him away.
Et lui là, on peut peut-être le mettre sur un petit bûcher aussi, voir s'il brûle bien, je veux dire avec sa robe rouge.
Taking my husband's life.
It was Wailer.
Oh, we did it. It's over.
Yes, it's over.
Tout est bien, tout est bien qui finit bien.
This monk must learn his lesson.
The Pope would agree. This trial is not over.
Ah.
Philip pleaded not guilty. But he challenged the teachings and the authority
Oh,
of the
c'est
church.
bon.
The ordeal of fire will take place.
What?
To show that the church is not above God. To show that my brother, the King of the English, is not above God. Not we, but God shall judge this man.
This is madness!
No, he can't do this.
Philip! No! You cannot do this!
This is now a matter of the church, Lady Aliena.
What?
My brother, the king, and I accepted the traitor Waileran into our midst. We were fools and sinners, even if we did not know. I pray that our Lord will save Philip from these flames, for his salvation shall be a salvation for all of us sinners.
Mais c'est une grosse blagounette.
Light the pyre.
Mais putain, mais faites quelque chose. Défoncez l'évêque là. Mais il reste un chapitre. Au revoir YouTube, des bisous.